Hello guys, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 12th June current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the current affairs. The first one. Today we will celebrate, that is June 12th, we will celebrate as a World Day Against Child Labour. In India or throughout the world we are seeing the more child labour. That's why International Labour Organization put a one day as a World Day Against the Child Labour. Now, this year's theme is protect children from child labour now more than ever. Here, by comparing previous years, we have to protect the children from the child labour. That is the theme about World Against Child Labour Day. That is 12th June 2020. Next one, slum population most at risk says by ICMR. What is the ICMR? That is Indian Council for Medical Research. There is a serological survey conducted by ICMR. That's why here the report is given that is slum population is more at risk. If you see that cases are increasing day by day, almost India crossed 2,97,928 cases are recorded at. That's why India overtakes UK with the fourth highest COVID-19 tally in the world with 2,97,928. Previously, some only 100 cases are there. After that, some 10,000 cases are there. After that, it reaches to 1 lakh. After that, 2 lakh it reaches. After that, now India is going to reach the 3 lakh cases. Now, in this situation, governments as well as citizens have to care for this one. We have to stay at home. In urgency only we have to go outside. If we are going outside also, we have to wear a face mask. Then only we will fight against this COVID-19. Let us see what this survey is telling. Here, measuring the impact. In May, ICMR conducted a serological survey across 83 districts chosen based on the 0, low, medium, high COVID-19 cases incidents. Here, there is a serological survey is conducted based on the low, medium and high and 0 cases are there. That's why excerpts from this survey is telling that 0.73% of the population in these districts had evidence of past exposure to the SARS-CoV-2. Here, risk in urban areas was 1.09 times higher than in rural areas. That means urban population is more affecting with this COVID-19. It was the 1.89 times higher than in urban slums. That means there is a slums in urban also. That's why it is a 1.89 times more than that one. Infection fatality rate was very low, that is at 0.08%. By this we can say that there is no transmission communication. Here, lockdown and containment was found successfully in keeping the disease spreads low. As comparing to our population, almost 130 crore population, this 3 lakh cases is low, but we have to care about that one situation. Here, face mask is compulsory, and washing our hands with sanitizer is must and should. Then only this lockdown and containment measures will affect this COVID-19. Next one, IIT Madras top institute in government ranking. Yesterday we have seen that there is a QS rankings. Now NIRF, that is National Institutional Ranking Framework, that is NIRF, given by HRD Minister. Here, how these rankings will calculate or how these ranks will give. That means based on some 5 parameters are there. They are TLR, that is teaching, learning, resource aid. It comprises of 30%. Here the second one, that is research and professional practice, that is RP, that covers 40%. That means almost 70% coverage these two aspects only. The first one TLR and second one is RP. Here if you come to the third one, that is graduation outcomes, GO, that comprises only 5% only. Outreach and inclusivity, OI, that is 15% it will cover. Now fifth one, that is perception, PR, that is 10%. Here HRD ministry is telling that Our IIT Bombay is stood at only 172nd position, or only some 21 Indian institutions in top 1000 global list. Why? Because QS, you know, universal ranking gives universities rankings gives based on the perception, but this minister is telling that India's ranking is based on the TLR and research and provision. There is a controversy that we have to leave controversy, but our exam, how these parameters are, what are the parameters are there, on which parameters they will give, and what is the first one or last one, we have to concentrate on that one only. Let us see the colleges or universities. Indian rankings 2020 for higher educational institutions, overall category, the first rank goes to the Indian Institute of Madras. In university, that is, name of institution is Indian Institute of Science, that is located in Bengaluru. Here, overall category, second position is Indian Institute of Science and Bengaluru, and third position is Indian Institute of Delhi, that is IIT Delhi. The first one is IIT Madras, and second one IISc Bengaluru, and third one IIT Delhi. If you see that university wise, Jawaharlal Nehru University after IISc Bengaluru, and after that Banaras Hindu University, that is located in Varanasi. If you see in engineering, that is Indian Institute of Technology is stood at first place, and the second one is Indian Institute of Delhi, and third one Indian Institute of Technology, that is Bombay, third position. They are third positions like Madras, Delhi and Bombay. If you see in the management, that is Indian Institute of Management, that is located in Ahmedabad, IIM Ahmedabad, Indian Institute of Management, that is located in Bengaluru, Indian Institute of Calcutta, that is located in Calcutta. If you see the colleges, that is Miranda House, Delhi, Lady Sri Ram College for Women, New Delhi, and Hindu College in Delhi. These are the overall category, university category, engineering category and management category, that is Indian rankings 2020 for higher educational institutions. Next one, government considering the universal basic income, says NHRC. What is NHRC? That is a National Human Rights Commission. You will get one doubt whether NHRC is a constitutional body or non-constitutional body. Definitely NHRC is a non-constitutional body. That means nowhere written about this NHRC in constitution, that's why it is a non-constitutional body. Here there is a third round of universal periodic review, that is UPR process. In that process, NHRC submitted its midterm report to the UNHRC, that is United Nations National Human Rights Commission. Here in that report, more concentration about for more funds to the health and rights of children. Here in simpler words, in simple policy, there are three simple policy. The basic income starter kit should concentrate on every need to get started on universal basic income. There are three simple things. The first one, children's allowance, that is $2,500 a year per children, lifts 5.5 million kids out of poverty. Here the second one, that is a $12 an hour minimum wage. Here, apart from children's allowance, there is a second one, that is minimum wage. Who benefits from this minimum wage? That is average age, that is 36, earns more than half of the family's total income. 1 in 4 workers get rise from this one. Here third one, 12 weeks paid medical leave, 12 weeks paid medical leave and 2 weeks paid annual leave. Another one, that is 12 weeks paid medical leave and 2 weeks paid annual leave. In 1 in 4 workers has no paid time of at all. 1 in 4 workers has no paid time of at all. Here 61% of low wage earners don't have that one, that is paid medical leave or paid annual leave. This is about universal basic income. Here our government is thinking or considering this report from the NHRC. Next one, Trump targets ICC with sanctions over Afghanistan war crimes. What is ICC? That is International Criminal Court, that is located in Hague, Netherlands. The Hague-based ICC set up to prosecute war crimes, genocide and crimes against humanity. this ICC will deals with these three things, that is first one crimes, and second one genocide and crimes against humanity. What is the situation? Why this IIC in news? That is, Trump targets ICC with the sanctions over Afghanistan war crimes case. There is a war crimes case in Afghanistan. Here we have to see that what is the jurisdiction or how many members are involved in ICC. It has jurisdiction only if a member state is unable or unwilling to prosecute atrocities itself. This is a very important in this ICC, that is, it has jurisdiction only if a member state is unable or unwilling to prosecute atrocities itself. US is not a member of this ICC, that means International Criminal Court, that is located in Hague. Presently 123 member states are there. Here there is an investigation required for mass killings happened between 2003 and 2014 in Afghanistan. That's why Trump targets ICC with the sanctions over Afghanistan war crimes cases. Next one, first estimation exercise of Indian Gaur in Nilgiris. The Gaur is a scientific name is Bos gorais. The scientific name is Bos gorais. Also, this Gaur is known as a Indian bison. It is native to the south and southeast. Listed as a vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. What is IUCN? International Union for Conservation of Nature. Once again I am telling, International Union for Conservation of Nature. That is a book is keeping, that is Red Book data list. In that it is listed as a vulnerable. That is first estimation exercise of Indian Gaur. That means mostly they are located in Nilgiris only. Next one, I have promised to make a previous paper analysis, that is UPSC Prelims 2019. Recently, scientists observed the merger of a giant black holes of light years away from the Earth. That means farther from the Earth. That means light years away from the Earth. What is the significance of this observation? What is the use, or what is the use with the merger of these two black holes? Before going to answer this question, first of all we have to see what happened if two black holes combines with each other, or black holes merger, giant black holes. Here what happens when two supermassive black holes merger? Supermassive black holes at a core of massive galaxies. This will make a supermassive. That means if two massive things are comes together, it will form a supermassive. That means bigger one it will make. After that it will emission some X-rays. That means from hotter surface. If you see the one, X-ray emerges comes from the hot gases only. Here important one, that is there is a formation of gravitational waves from this black holes merger. This is very, very important. Gravitational waves, we can observe gravitational waves by merger of these black holes. Now we can see the options are given here. Here A, Higgins boson particles were detected, gravitational waves were detected, possibility of intergalactic space travel through the wormhole was confirmed. It enabled the scientists to understand the singularity. What is the right option by our lecture? That is B is the right option. That is gravitational waves were detected from the merger of giant black holes. With this we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing out. Take care and bye bye.